talking about how to craft a logline for your story. A logline is a one-sentence descriptor that not only hooks the listener's interest, it tells the listener what the story's about. If you're a beginning writer, you probably don't need a logline yet. A logline is necessary when you're ready to sell your story. If you're just writing it though, and you've finished a first draft or haven't even finished that yet, or you're maybe in your rewrite stage, it still can be helpful to have a logline because it can keep you on track as to what your story is really about. However, if you're an advanced writer or if you've finished that rewrite, you'll want a logline to help you sell your story. So here are my ingredients for a fiction logline. 1, you need an inciting incident. 2, you need a hero, your main character, plus an adjective that describes him or her. 3, you need your hero's primal story goal that conflicts with his or her nature. And 4, you need a what's at stake obstacle or a worst case scenario that the hero wants to keep from happening. Your sentence might look something like this. When the inciting incident happens to your adjectived hero, he or she struggles to achieve the story goal before the what's at stake obstacle happens. For example, when residents of his seaside town are killed, a landlubber sheriff fights to kill a giant shark to keep his family and others from getting eaten. That logline is from Peter Benchley's book, Jaws, which was eventually made into a movie by Steven Spielberg. What's so great about that logline is the adjective landlubber. Landlubber sheriff who has to go into the water to save his people from this crazy shark. It's brilliant. Here's another example. An adjectived hero does or experiences the inciting incident and must face/achieve the story goal before the what's at stake obstacle happens. For example, an outcast teen finds therapy writing her enemies into her story, but when her novel is published, she must face the consequences of using her pen as her sword. That's from the Revised Life of Ellie Sweet by Stephanie Morrill. Another method you can use for a logline is the who, wants what, and why or why not method. Here's what it looks like. You need an adjective plus a who. You need a what that person wants. You need why does she or he want it. And you need why he or she can't have it. Here's an example. Adjective, a blind dancer. What she wants to attend Juilliard. Why does she want it? To prove that disability isn't weakness. Why she can't have it? Because she's also deaf and can't hear music. Then you put it all together. A blind and deaf dancer wants to attend Juilliard and prove that disability isn't weakness, but her deafness keeps her from being able to hear music. Here are some tips to help you. 1. Your character description adverb should help show how your character is flawed in the worst way to face the obstacle before him. 2. Choose active verbs that depict a battle. Fights, clashes, contends, crusades, duels, feuds, fights, grapples, jousts, opposes, quarrels, scraps, wages war against, wrestles with, things like that. They sound active and they sound exciting. 3. The obstacle or the antagonist should feel insurmountable. The problem should be big. 4. The goal should have high stakes. And 5. You don't have to stick with these formulas. As long as you have a hero, a goal, and an obstacle, you're in good shape. What a logline is not is a tagline. Taglines are the kinds of things that you put on the back of the book or on a poster. Let's take Gilmore Girls, for example. Best friends first, mother and daughter second. Or, life short, talk fast. Or, fate made them mother and daughter, love made them friends. Those are taglines. They don't really work as a logline because they're not really telling you the gist of a plot or any sort of obstacle or anything like that. Here's a logline from Gilmore Girls that I've read off of IMDb. 32-year-old single mom Lorelai lives with her teenage daughter Rory in the small town of Stars Hollow, Connecticut, with crazy neighbors and many ups and downs. See the difference? I hope this video helps you come up with a great logline for your story. Until next time.